Hi everyone, this is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my collective. This is for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. So we're going to ask Spirit today, maybe you have somebody on your mind. What is this person thinking and feeling? What is the energy that's around you or coming towards you? Anything Spirit wants to share with me today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to this channel. If you're new to this channel, I'm so grateful that you were guided here. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you need us to hear today? Person on our mind. What is going on around this connection? What is it that you have for us? I am listening. Listening for you now. I have peace. I'm trying to find peace within this connection. So I'm surrounding myself with loving energy is how it's coming into me. Whether this person is, wants to be in my life or not, I feel like I'm just trying to bring as much love into my life as I can so that they can see what I have to offer, so they can see this loving energy. Beautiful. I have self-love. Yeah, I do feel that. I feel like the more that you focus on you, the more they're going to see in you. They see that you love yourself. They see that you take good care of yourself. They see that you have dreams and hopes and ambition. And, they're going to like that about you. Nobody wants to be with somebody who is constantly negative or constantly talking about, what they don't have. I have protection. That's coming into me as I know that Spirit is protecting me. I know that that outside sources are protecting me. So I do feel like that you're being taken care of. It would be nice to have somebody in your life that you feel like they're there for you as well. Maybe we're getting to that point, but in the meantime, Spirit is here for you. Spirit, please share with me, what is it, the loving messages that you have for us? I have a High Priestess. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm tapping into my own intuition a lot more than I used to. I have a King of Wands. I have a Three of Wands. And I have a King of Cups. If you haven't met somebody yet, you've got somebody coming into your future that's going to be a strong king. And I do feel like this king, this king is planning or thinking of a future. There's a sense of, I can see a future with you. I see all the good that you have to offer. I do feel confident with this particular king. I do feel that this king is strong emotionally. I also feel like they have a lot to give. It's coming into me as maybe they are coming into your life for, definitely a reason, but it feels like a mission almost. Like we're meant to do something together. Maybe we're meant to have a business together or nonprofit together or raise children together. But there's definitely this feeling of, I feel like we are supposed to be together. So whether we say we're meant to be, I'm just going to say it that simple, meant to be. And this person's already thinking ahead. So I think you just met somebody that really wants to be with you. I have a Moon. I have a Five of Swords. I have an Ace of Wands. And I have a Two of Swords. So I'm not sure what could be holding you back. There's a sense of, is this the one, or am I making a good choice? I do feel like you are definitely attracted to this person. I do feel like you are wanting to know more, they just said. but there's a part of you that is holding back. And maybe this person's coming on very strong. Maybe you feel like they love you more than they're more into you than you are into them at this point. That could be worrying you. Maybe you guys are butting heads in some way, or we've got some kind of conflict that we have to overcome first. It could be we've got things on our plate. We have obstacles that we have to overcome. I'm a little bit worried that, sometimes passion and love doesn't get you through everything, but I do feel like the decision is yours. I feel like somebody is going to say to you, if you want it, we can do it. Like if you want it as much as I do, then we'll make it happen. It's a sense of we'll make it happen. Okay, so there's something going on around the two of you. I'm going to say overcoming an obstacle. Okay, whatever it is, whether it's time, distance, age, religion, race, there's a sense of we can overcome it if you want it. If you make up your mind with me, then I guess that we can just do it together. So they're trying to give you this hope that this person is willing to kind of do anything to be with you. So I'm not sure what's holding you back. Maybe you're not as into them as that you wish you were more in love with them. Maybe something like that is going on. I wish I was just head over heels in love. I love them. I care about them. But maybe you wish that you were more head over heels in love, or something's holding you back. Intention, setting clear and focused intentions. I feel like the obstacles have to be talked about. I do. I feel that we have to discuss, how would we do this? What is the plan? We can just say out loud, yeah, if we love each other enough, everything works out. But in the real world, how are we going to do this? So that's, I think, what's holding me back. I have affirmations, using positive affirmations to reinforce this goal. I'm trying to think positive. They're saying the word delay. So maybe we've been going through this for a while, and it's been a long time that I've been waiting for something, or I have been waiting for answers. I've been waiting for something to change or to shift. I'm tired of being positive. I want to see action. So that could be going on as well. I feel like something has to change. I have empowerment. Empower yourself with positive beliefs. So if you want this as much as I do, then it's almost a feeling of prove it to me. And I'm not a big prove it to me person, but I need this person to say or do something to show me that something is going to change. Okay, that we can be together if we really love each other, but something has to give. And maybe it's up to them to decide. An adventure, embrace these new experiences and adventure. So this person has to set their intentions in order for this adventure to begin. This person has to be all in, right? They have to set clear intentions. And I feel like I don't know what their intention is, other than they just keep telling me that everything's going to work out, or we're going to be okay, or as long as we love each other enough, everything is going to be fine, which is true and wonderful. But I think that for people who are, living in the real world, at some point you want to see some action. You want to see some steps taken to doing that, whether they pull the trigger on moving or changing jobs or getting out of a situation that they may be in. What's the obstacle, Spirit? Let's see. I have a 2 of Pentacles. There's the decision. They've got to decide. I have a Hierophant. I have a Lover's card. Could be a commitment. It could be, I want to know that you're committed to this. I want to know that you want to be together. I have a Death. They've got to end something. They've got to maybe walk away from a situation. They've got to put an end to another relationship. And for some of you, it could be there's strings attached to this person somehow, and that's not working. I have a Sun. I have a Hermit. I don't want to be alone anymore. There's a feeling of this person is saying and doing things that says, we're going to be together someday, but it's kind of open-ended. It's kind of a when, and I'm not getting some answers that I want. I'm trying to trust this person. I do feel like we're meant to be together. I feel like there's a bigger reason for us to be together. So I'm kind of relying on this connection to show me the way. You know, there's a sense of somehow, some way we're going to get through this if I keep believing and I keep loving enough. But I also feel like this person has to show me. They've got to say or do something at this point, because I feel like my hands are tied. I feel like something has to shift, you know, overcoming an obstacles, and my hands are tied. And maybe you're getting sick of hearing that, you know, I'm stuck. Well, are you going to live the rest of your life with somebody, loving them from afar, or loving them with a distance, or loving, you know, with something between the two of you? Like, that's not going to work for you. I have a 4 cups, little bit of a, should I put this whole thing on hold because you know, when is it going to shift? This person has the ability to do what you're asking them to do with the Magician. I feel like they have the opportunity to make a change. They can make a change, but they could be choosing not to. It's a little bit of a, I don't want my world to change, but I want you in it. And that could be very upsetting to you because it makes you feel like they don't really want to be with you, or they're not willing to make a sacrifice of some kind. So right now, do I think they love you? Yes, I think they love you deeply. They just can't pull the trigger on something. Spirit, what is it? I have poor judgment. Maybe I've made bad mistakes in the past, so they're afraid to make another mistake. You know, they're not pulling the trigger on us living together or moving out of the house that they're in and moving in with you so we can have a deeper commitment. Because in the past they made a mistake doing that, and it was really hard to get out of that situation. And but you're not them, you know, you're not their past. So that they're comparing their judgment, you know, they're throwing that on you, and it's not you. The past is in the past. Don't look back. Yeah, I feel like whatever happened in their past, they are kind of like throwing that on you right now, and making decisions that don't involve you. You know, it's not fair. I feel like you should say to them, like, I'm not the person who hurt you. You are my lifeline and I can't lose you. So at the same time, you could be saying, hey, you've got to make up your mind. You know, are you in? Are you out? Are we moving forward? Because I'm not going to stay in this kind of limbo. I'm going to say it that way. You won't be in limbo much longer. So you're in limbo, okay? And you don't like it. Nobody does. You know, the person who keeps you waiting, the person who doesn't let you know where you stand, the person who can't make up their mind what they want, and, you know, and just keeps kind of, you know, breadcrumbing the situation. But you won't be in limbo much longer is the message. Dark night of the soul. This person's got to get through some fears. They've got to get through this, lurking in the shadows. So they're worried about their past judgment. They made some bad decisions in the past, and they don't want to make a bad decision, you know, moving forward. But you're not a bad decision. You're somebody that they should really want to be with. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you need us to know today? You won't be in limbo much longer. So whatever the obstacles are, I'm hoping this person, you know, finally pulls the trigger. It's a sense of, you know, finally showing up. You made me believe that we were meant to be. We are meant to be, but we've got to be together to be. You know, we've got to be in the same room, in the same house, in the same space. We're at the point of no return. You know, it's one way or the other. I feel like if this person can't give you what you were asking for in a very short period of time, I feel like you're going to say, I can't do this anymore. You're getting discouraged, or you're getting upset about it. So there's only so much time you can put into somebody until you start to feel like, I'm not the most important thing in that person's life. So this person's got to start to show you that you're important. Please talk to me. We can work it out. I want to make sure that we talk this through. Part of me feels like we say the same things. Everything will be okay. Give it time. Someday, you know, but it feels like years have gone by or months have gone by and nothing has changed. Nothing. What's going to change? Where does that leave love, and what about us? I feel like that is the question. It's like, what about us? You know, what about you know, like, what happens next? And sometimes I feel like you're not getting the answers. You're struggling with, how come I can't see this as clearly? You know, it's a very gray, foggy area of what your future looks like. So I could see where you feel like you're in limbo. They told me I was lucky to have somebody like you. So maybe they're starting to realize that, hey, if I lose you, you're going to be the best thing that ever got away. I mean, you're the best thing in my life. And I don't want to lose you, but you know, it's maybe they feel like they're being backed into a corner. For some reason, they feel like their hands are tied. Maybe you know why their hands are tied. Maybe you feel like they're not making a hard decision. You would make a different decision. So I don't know. At some point, like I said, it can't stay the way it is. That's how it feels. I'm so sorry I've never shown you how much I loved you. So you really need to know. You really need to know that this person loves you and they're going to make some change. So you won't be in limbo much longer. You know, something has to shift. Something has to change. And that's basically what's going on. So they have to tell you, if they really love you, they're going to have to show you. It kills me that we have to be apart, but I'm still learning. So you could be very patiently waiting for this person. Enough is enough. I want to bring honest and sincerity into our connection. I want to be honest with you. I feel like there's a lot of breadcrumbing. I would be careful with that. I feel like this person is delaying or stalling in some ways to hold on to you because they don't want to lose you. But is it fair to you? I guess that would be the question. Please don't lose hope on me as I'm working on myself. So maybe this person's trying to figure it out. Maybe they're trying to figure out how they can, you know, untie their hands, so to speak. There's that darkness within me and I need to overcome it to be ready. So I feel like this person, be careful that you're not being strung along, Spirit's saying. If this person can't give you what you need, okay, I'm confused and torn between my head and my heart, and I've been hiding the love that I have for you. So I do feel like they love you. They could be hiding it from somebody else, but I'm in love with somebody, and, you know, they're going through the motions of being with someone else and, you know, in a third party situation, and they're full blown in love with you. So I'm confused between what I should do and what my heart is telling me what to do. And that's probably what you guys need to talk about. So I'm going to say it can't stay the way it is. Okay. And that's the most important. It can't stay the way it is right now because something has to change. Otherwise, it's just in limbo forever. And you just can't handle the limbo anymore, is how it's coming into me. So I'm going to put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide you both, if it's meant to be, if there's a mission for this union, that somebody pulls the trigger and makes a move and proves to you somehow that they really need you in their life and will take action to do it. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Thank you, Spirit. I want to thank you for joining me. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. I appreciate all of them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. I have 2 other YouTube channels here. If you would like to check those out, the links for both are in the description below.